Hello, guys. Welcome to the final edition of GDC 4.0 Hangouts. And hopefully, I really hope you've been having so much fun. As usual, my name is Munachi Moko, and today we're going to be talking about retaining high paying clients. One thing is to work, one thing is to be very, very creative, like to be madly creative, right? And that thing again is to be making money out of your creativity making money out of your creativity. So today we're going to be having someone who happens to be a mentor. You understand? Not even happens to. That's actually one of my greatest mentors. Actually, very calm, very humble. You know, knows his onions very well. Actually, he was one of those that actually taught me how to sell. When I mean sell, the day I bought his course, I think that was in 2020, yeah, 2020, when I was still beating around the bush with graphic design and having issues with my clients. He taught me the basic secrets I used to actually get to where I am today. You understand? So I've really learned a lot from that course. Sell yourself. I don't know how many of you are familiar with that course, and that community really taught me a lot. So he's going to be here with us to teach us strategies. Trust me, to teach us strategies. You understand what I'm trying to say? So do well to hang around. This is going to be a wonderful section, right? It's going to be a one. So how many of us are happy? You know you're happy in the house. Can I see some fire? You know, all people that used to come to meetings very late, come for meetings very late. I really understand, right? So if you know you're happy, let me see some fire. Let me see some fire. So he will be joining us shortly, right? He will be joining us shortly. Before then, I really want to know those of you that are online that can hear me. Let me know how the GDC experience has been with you so far. Can you let me know one of your frustrating moments as a graphic designer? Frustrating moments. You know, this is where you get to have a lot going on and you just aren't making enough sales. When I mean sales, I mean getting enough clients. That's actually one of the problems graphic designers face, at least where I live. Because I don't know about you and where you stay. I don't know if you're getting me. Around me, you understand? Making money as a graphic designer is hell. You understand? So if you don't understand the secret, so kindly share with us one of your worst experience making sales or getting clients as a graphic designer. You understand? A lot of people think where the main work is as a graphic designer is actually getting clients. They don't know that where the big work is actually in retaining clients. Are you getting me? It's actually in retaining clients. You're always looking for new clients. You're always looking what happened to the old ones. You will come, you'll be giving 90% discounts. You'll be giving 100% discounts. You understand? People will be jumping on. At the end of the day, they will not even go for your services for free. And you're asking what exactly the problem is. He would be sharing with us secrets. Trust me. He will be sharing with us a lot of secrets. So we're going to take a break shortly. Yeah, you think it's too early? Yeah, it's too early. We're going to take a break shortly, a 30 seconds break, and we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. When I mean don't go anywhere, I'm not begging you. You understand? If you want to go, you can go. Maybe you made too much money. But for me, I'm going to sit down here and I'm going to learn with the boss, right? So I'll be back in 30 seconds, right? Aha. Oh, but that was too short too. I see the 30 seconds wasn't enough. Abby, what do you think? So I'm waiting for you to tell me how it has been for you so far. To tell me how it has been for you. So right now, go on your status, go and share the link, invite a lot of your friends. When I mean a lot of your friends, tell them to come and learn how to sell themselves as graphic designers. Very important. Are you getting me? Tell them how. let them come and learn how to sell themselves as graphic designers. So go on your status, share the links as I said earlier on, right? And okay, okay, all right. Our guest speaker is almost here. Don't worry, he'll be here shortly. So while we're waiting for him, I think he's having some little network issues. Okay, yeah, he's having some network issues. So go on your status, invite as many people as possible. Graphic designers, people that sell shoes, people that sell, sales is one of the underrated skills in the 21st century. Every day we try to sell something to each other, either selling products, selling services, selling ideas. But you try to convince your mom self, I don't know if you're getting me, that the food you put on fire didn't like the food you put on fire that got burnt isn't your fault. That is you trying to sell an idea to your mom. I don't know if you're getting me. In fact, you trying to defend yourself from chopping your mommy's slap, you're also selling an idea. I don't know if you're getting me. So sales is one of the basic skills one should actually have, irrespective of what exactly it is you're learning, be it graphic design, be it coding, be it cryptocurrency, be it digital, whatever, Google. You're a Yoruba person, you should know what that actually means. You get the point. So go share the link, tell them to come and learn how to sell. Let them come and learn how to what? How to sell. So I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. Those of you that are just joining the meeting now, can I see some fire in the chat box? Can I see some fire to make sure you are following? Let me see some fire in the chat box. Uh, okay, okay. People don't want to answer. We are now. No problem. So something happened. Let me quickly tell a story, right? Last year, sometime last year, I think that was one of my frustrating moments. Imagine where you're doing designs and you post on your status, you give 50% discount. At some point, I gave 75% discount, yet nobody. You understand? Yet nobody. And it was really tormenting for me. It was really tormenting for me. And obviously, to buy course, you'll be looking at it as waste of money. That's how I was actually looking at it. Are you getting me? That was how I was looking at it last year until I met Sazona. Yeah, that one of the people that have actually changed my life for good, sincerely speaking. They have actually. Their books, their status content, and a whole lot. So after that period, I think after I took the class, he told me, now why not go on a 30 days challenge to improve your skills as a designer, you understand? And every day you design, share on your status. This one thing, sincerely speaking, that is something that informed GDC. You get what I'm trying to say? That is one of the concepts that GDC was built on. That was one of the concepts Unify was built on. A lot of information. People just want to be taking courses, buying courses, doing a whole lot of stuffs that they are not even putting in use. You get where I'm coming from? They're not even putting these things in use. So after I did that challenge, I did it day one, I did day two, day three, I think around day five, right? Day five, I think it was in day five I got my first client. When I mean my first client, I mean someone who came into my DM to ask questions, and as usual, I wasn't really expecting much. I wasn't doing it because I wanted to like make money. I don't know if you're getting me. Because he said something that year. He was like, why would you be doing something? There's a way he kept it, but I'm going to rephrase it. Why would you be doing something the same way and be expecting a different result? You get what I'm trying to say? Doing something over and over the same way, expecting different results. Like it sounds crazy. Why not try this other step? That was like the thing that came into that's what he told me that time. So no expectations, just design, share on your status. I narrated stories. If you are someone who have been following me for a while, you've been following me since 2020, you know how it started. Are you getting me? Those days, almost every day I'm teaching designs on my status. Every day I'm teaching designs on my status. Everything about my status then was designs. You understand? So I shared my thought process, irrespective that at times where I was even hungry when I was doing this stuff because sincerely speaking, I was damn broke. When I mean broke, I was madly broke. Obviously, a student now. You get what I'm trying to say. So I read that book, then Sell Yourself. I attended that class. I was being taught a lot. I was being my whole understanding of client to what's it called? Like relationship with my clients actually changed for good. I don't know if you're getting me. It actually changed for good. And I think it was after I took that class, I was able to make one of my like one of the highest cash I've actually made in graphic design. Then I think that was about was it not 70 something? I think no, it was one. I think about 120 something. Then 120 something. Yeah, about 120 something. Then the client paid half. I was so happy. You see, that I was jubilating because I was drilled. You get what I'm trying to say? I was drilled. Sazona and Saju. Omo. Hey, when they drill you, there's a challenge then they do call 750K challenge. I don't know how many of you are familiar with that challenge, right? The 750K challenge. Omo, it wasn't funny. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say. It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. But thank God for where we are today. I've been able to learn a lot from them, sincerely speaking. I've been able to learn a lot. So thank you very much for listening to my incomplete story. Hope you've been able to learn one or two things. Hopefully. I just hope you've been able to learn one or two things. All right, guys. Sazona is ready. Yeah, I love calling him Sazona. That's why I love calling him. He's actually ready. So let me bring him into the room. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, guys. Am I being heard?
Yes, sir. You're being heard clearly, sir.
Okay. Sorry, my camera cannot be on now. EEDC, there's no power, and I just came back, so I didn't have fuel in my gen. So,
Thank you very
uh,
much for making.
let's see how it can turn out. I'm not seeing the audience. This stream yard, I'm not seeing which side is the audience.
Uh, no, you are not seeing them. They are responding in the chat box, basically.
The chat box is okay. Oh, I need to log in. I didn't have not signed up yet to see the chat box.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
all right. But
Okay,
I'll
okay,
be
okay.
displaying.
All right. All right. I'm seeing. Okay, I can see it. I was in private. I was in private.
Okay,
Okay. How many persons
welcome,
do we
sir.
have here currently?
Basically, now we have 11 viewing live now.
Okay. So let me see how
Right.
it's dark. My face is dark.
No, sir, it's very okay, actually.
Uh
Yeah,
okay.
it's quite.
Bridget. Oh, nice. All right, good evening guys. So I'm told that I have 50 minutes. 50
Sir.
minutes is seems long because today was a long day for me. I just came back from an event that we have been planning since January. So it's a TEDx event. It just happened today, and I just had to rush home to take my bath and honor this invitation because it has been rescheduled more than once. So I said, let's not shift it again. Let's have
Yes, yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm told that I'm talking about retaining high paying clients, right?
Yes, sir.
Um, okay, nice. So let's get our notes ready. I'm not going to talk for so long. Um,
Hello.
what happened?
Okay.
Was it from you or from?
No, I think it was from your side, probably, because we're not hearing anything at all point. Nigerian
Okay,
network, maybe.
but you can
But
hear
we
me
can
now.
hear you sound and clear. Yes, sir. We can hear
Okay.
you. Thanks, sir.
Okay. So, like I was saying, let's get to it. Like I was saying, I'm going to
All right, sir.
talk. Then I'll entertain questions, people, so that we get to know, okay, challenges that people are having from their angle, from their side, and so hopefully I could be able to answer one or two of them, because I'm not a fountain of knowledge. We are still learning. We are still learning. Okay. Um, David, Divine. I see your comments. Bridget, Bolaji, I see your comments. Before now, I looked you guys up on IG, your story and about, and I must commend what you guys are doing. It's not easy. Um, Holding this down all this while is not easy, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Hopefully, trust me, to pay off. It will. So, um, okay, I'm being heard, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I agree here, sir.
Okay, okay. So first thing I want to talk about is please, I would like us to be taking notes. First thing I would like to talk about is empathy. Okay, it's empathy, and empathy or care depends on how the word you want to use for it. This I learned about this from Gary V. He's one person that he taught me this, and I allowed it sink in so much. At some point, it even affected me in my marketing, sort of. It kind of affected me in my market, because I become so, you know, just wanted the clients to just be okay. I wanted people that are buying from me to just be okay. I reach out to them, I do everything. And if I'm working out for something, if I'm trying to create something, the spirit of perfection kind of comes out more, because I feel like this is not good. This is not good. Like, it has to be more. It has to be more. And at some point, I find out that that is what is affecting me. I was caring too much. Okay. So how does this help you in your business in getting and retaining high clients, high paying clients? When you care for someone, when you care for customers, it cannot be faked. That's one thing you need to know. That's one thing you need to learn. Caring, caring or empathy cannot be faked. Even if you can fake it in a short term, but in a long term it will show. Right? In a long term it will show. You can't fake it for a long term. You can't. You can't pretend to care for customers. So if you are in the business because of just the money, Saba hold you for some, maybe for one semester in the school, and you think that, say, this design stuff, I'm hearing this guy is cashing out for me too. You just went and learned, and next thing you are charging people 2K design, 3K design, 5K design. In short term, you might gain it, but in long term, that's not it. Right? That's not it. You can't fake it for a long term. You can't. It's not possible, because it's going to show off. That is why so many African business doesn't last, because most of them started off on the angle of just getting the money. Most of them started off with the notion of just, there is hunger, then you start it, then you make money, and at some point you see them, they die off. Then maybe someone starts up a business, they build it and everything, start getting small money. Next thing, they go to the village, build a house in the city, and buy a car, and that's just it. And they are relaxed. Yeah, and nothing you are telling them matters again, because they have achieved. So in quotes, they have achieved, right? And anybody that does that doesn't start. Go and check all of them. You see that they started because of lack, not because they wanted to solve a problem. For you to, people will always say entrepreneurs are solving problem and doing that. For you to solve a problem means that you care. For you to start up something in the with the mindset or with the notion of solving a problem, it simply means that you care, right? So the duration that you last in the industry is dependent on your level of empathy for your customers, for your clients. All right, let me say that again. The duration that you can last in the industry is dependent on your empathy for your clients. Okay, because sometimes we are all focused on some persons are paying 500k. Some persons are paying 500k for design. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing here? This, that. How can I get these people? Then you have a hunger for them to get them, but not a value for to get them, not for a value for them. So what you have for them is hunger to get them, right? You now started acting like politicians. You just want to get them, but you don't have a value proposition for them. For you to have value, for you to have um, um, for you to provide solution, for you to want to solve a problem, you have to have empathy for the market, for the clients. That is the first point. My second point will be to sell value and not price. Okay, sell value and not price. I need to be taking my time to. Okay, let me just. All right, so guys, the second will be to sell value and not price. And for you to be able to sell value, you have to become a brand, because brands doesn't sell price. That is one thing. Brands doesn't sell price. Brands doesn't just name price. Brands sells value. So you that is buying, you that is coming to buy, you're not coming for the money. You are coming for rather what this would do to me, or what this will help me do, what this will add to my status, what this will do. So you're not necessarily looking at the money. You're looking at the value that your money is getting for you. Okay, so that's what happens in getting high clients, in the high paying clients. They go for value. They go for value, not price. Because sometimes people think that when you hike your price, right, you automatically transcend into being an original or become a brand. You know, price is just a filter. Okay, that's just the thing. Price is a filter. Price is a filter. Value is the attractor and the retainer. Price is a filter, because you can play the price game in the market, but you can't win with it. You can come and say, okay, you're always doing discounts. You're only doing discounts. Someone can go below you in pricing, and if you are saying that you are bidding high, someone can bid above of you in pricing. So price is not necessarily the is not proportional to value provided, because pricing is relative. Price is relative, okay, and it's a filter, but rather what attracts and sustains is value. And why do you need to have value as a creator? Because you want to build a brand. Okay, let's say Nike. Nike will not put out a shoe and wants to. Nike will not put out a shoe and wants to, sell it by pricing. No, they sell it by the story that comes behind it. They sell it by the feeling, by the value that you're getting. Right? They sell it by that value that you're getting. So you want to connect with the product, you want to connect with the brand based on value and not just based on price. Then price now comes in to massage the ego and bring some people into status and everything. So many people use, especially in Nigeria, so many people use iPhones or Apple products because of the ego stuff, because of the status stuff, right? And not necessarily because they really want it. But Apple, regardless, is providing value. They are the best gadget company in the world, best mobile gadget company. Nobody comes close. See their product; it's beautiful. Recently got a MacBook Air, and it's classic, right? So it's just there. It's not about the price, but you see that this is value. This is value. So some person who just want to hike price and think that that will magically, make them to be seen as, this person carry value. Oh, it doesn't happen that way. It doesn't. Like I said, price is a filter. Okay. So another point I would like to point out is that you need to have room for improvements. There should always be room for improvements. Always be room for improvement. I told a friend, this a long time ago. Some of you might know her. Told us, I said, see, what got you here won't get you there. What got you here won't get you there. What I mean by this is that, okay, you made a design for me from, let's say I know when you started with Canva and the rest, so you made a design for me with Canva. And I was impressed. Wow, this is nice. Cool. Okay. And I said, brands don't sell price. They sell value, don't say price. So you got me through a simple design made by Canva, and I loved it and everything. And as time goes on, you are my designer, and anytime I need something, I call on you, you design, and it moves. But then 2 years down the line, you're still using Canva. Come on. If I tell you to do this something, you still give me the basic. You still expect me to be excited after seeing so many other people design on Instagram, on so many other things that people are doing. I still want me to be, calling on you and everything. And when I leave, you start going to church, sowing seed, praying in tongues, and calling your village people. All right. But what really happened was that there was no room for improvement. There was no improvement in the relationship. You got that person through the basic, and you still maintain basic 4. Someone should always be blown away by your improvement. So if you did A, B, C today, and the person needs that tomorrow, you give him A, B, C in Roman numeral, and he will still be wowed away by you writing the ABC in Roman numeral, and you're bringing it again in italics, and be like, this is nice. You change the fonts again, bring it in, in so many other fonts, and the person will still be like, this is nice. You're so creative. And guess what? You bring it in Swahili. Always have room for improvement. Always have room for improvement. Don't settle. People are praising you. Oh, nice. Beautiful design. Also, subject that design to criticism. Not people that just understand things, but people that understand the nitty-gritty of of where you are. So if I'm not the designer, but I know a little bit of that design, and most times when I want a design to be done, I myself, I draw it and I give to my designer. I say, okay, this is what I want. And he's here, he's one of you, King Graphics. Most of the times he doesn't give me what I want. He improves on it and gives me better. I'll be like, okay. I thought my concept was nice, but this is better. This is nice. Okay. And in the situation whereby he will see that, my concept is really, really nice, he will just flow with it and make it better also. Okay. So, and okay, let me even write on with that example. I got to know Miracle last year during the COVID time. He just came in and was like, sir, I would like to come in, help you with your design for your classes and everything. I was like, okay, nice. And he helped me with flyers, design my book cover, and everybody was like, who did this for you? I kept on sharing his contacts and everything. And he kept on improving. It's not the same kind of designs that he used to do for me last year that he still does now. He has improved. So always, as a creative, always have room for improvement. Don't keep a cap. Don't keep a limitation on yourself. I have a teaching on borrowing brilliance. I don't know if any of you that follow me here on WhatsApp attended that Borrowing Brilliance. But it was awesome. It was awesome, and when I did that. mm,
Yes, sir, I was there.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I said I was part of that course, sir.
Okay. So people are still giving me feedback from that class to today. It's opened up so many people's eyes in terms of being creative and everything. So why? Okay. Give me a minute, guys. Monachi, send this link you sent to me now in private chat. Send it to my WhatsApp DM.
All right,
Okay.
sir, I will. Okay, sir.
Send it to my WhatsApp DM ASAP so that I can share it to on my status. I didn't know that's the same that they are using.
Okay, I've
Right.
sent it to you, sir.
Okay, just a moment.
Now, wow. How many of you think the countdown is too short? Okay, our guest speaker went on a break, and he will be right back shortly. So let's just give him a minute. How many of us are gaining value, excess value from what is being taught so far? Let me see what you've learned so far. Let me see. And hope you are jotting down, please. Hey, these things are secrets in the industry. Very, very, very secret. Secretive secrets, if you ask me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So make sure you are taking notes. Make sure you are jotting down, right? Make sure you are jotting down. And also your questions. You understand? Start now. Start putting your questions down. All right. And he's back.
All right, guys. Sorry, I didn't know I shared the wrong link. Okay, as I was saying, I was giving an example with Miracle, right? Now he's working with one of our best companies here in Nigeria, which it's still a startup, but they're doing amazing well. And I believe so much in me. I used to tell him, I used to tell him last year, say, calm down, relax, don't rush these things. You're still going to go places. People are still good because he's good. And one thing about him is that there's always room for improvement. And I always tell him, don't settle. Don't see that, oh, he designed this thing for me, and people are coming and you want to, oh, okay, I can say, you're doing design, they are paying you 20K, 50K, right? There are people that are comfortably collecting in M's for that design, for designs, for projects. People are comfortably sitting, they'll get a project in a month. You are designing like 50 projects. There are people that are doing in a year, their job calendar is like at maximum in 1 year, they do like 20, they do like 10, they do like 30. Why? Because it's not about the numbers now. It's not about the volume. It's not about the volume. It's about how much they research and put into one. I'm sure that some of you that followed the rebranding series that went on, Cadbury rebranded, what are the, about, since I think that was end of last year or even this year, so many giant company rebranded: Cadbury, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, so many of them. And you see the rebranding, it wasn't anything. Go and check how much Access Bank and the rest. Go and check how much the designers was paid. Because this, you guys should be stop playing small. You guys should be researching on these things. Don't think that designer is just to be in group chats and be in Telegram channels and be in WhatsApp groups and be in Instagram groups and everything and have lives. No. How many channels are you following online? How many branding agencies are you following online that does branding, that consults branding? How many of them? Someone like Chris Do and the rest. How many of them do you follow? And not just follow their project, because what some of you do is that you go and follow their project, you want to recreate their project. That's wrong. That is so wrong, right? So what you should be doing is go and see the documents behind the project. Go and see the documents behind the project. Go and see the story that they told. So Justin Bieber just launched Timbits with M&M's, right? It's a candy. He just launched Timbits. Guess what they used for the adverts? They didn't do anything. They recreated the process that they used to come up with the names as the advert, and that was blown. Someone like me, those kind of things are my enjoyment. Like I can come up to YouTube now and put on scripts writing for one of my favorite movies, and I'll watch the script for like 1 hour 30 minutes. Instead of watching the actual movie, I watch them reading the scripts. I enjoy that kind of thing. I can sit down and enjoy people coming up with ideas, people having debate, all this kind of, it interests me. And what that does is that it helps you go to the back, it takes you to the back end. Because some people avoid the back end because that's where the work is done. Some people just want to see the flash, right? So it's not just getting designers and wanting to recreate their job. No, what I should advise you to do is try to go and get the stories behind them. Get the stories, get why they did what they did. Not just what they did and you want to do it. No, why do they choose that color? What did the clients want? These are the things that will make you to understand design, to understand branding from a professional point of view. Some of you think that branding is just color and logo. Branding is the story you tell. Branding is you. I always tell people, when Zona is mentioned, when my name is mentioned, when Arinze is mentioned, when Zona is mentioned, what comes to your mind? That thing that comes to your mind is the brand that I've sold to you. So when they mention your name as a designer in people's ears, in clients' ears, what comes to their mind? Was it like, that guy is good? No, forget that person is basic. Or he's too expensive. Or he's good but too expensive. They are two different things. Okay, so it's something you should understand when it comes to branding, when it comes to improvements. Because what got you here won't get you there. Let me explain this again. Like I was saying, you started up with doing Canva designs. And you are good. In fact, you are the consultant of Canva. Anybody that wants to do anything in Canva, they will run to you. Then you see Photoshop taking place. You forget that thing. Canva, I'm the best in Canva. You see people doing Adobe, you see people doing Figma, you see people doing things, you see people designing with newer platforms, with more options, better interface and everything. You're still there with Canva, hugging it, holding it. I will never let you go unless you bless me. Guess what? That's your high-paying client. We eventually see that others are better, that others offers more. And they will leave you, not because they don't like you, but because there was no room for improvement. There was no room for improvement. Okay, so another way to get and attract, I like to emphasize on the word retaining, because getting a client is easy, is to retain. Another way to retain high-paying client is appreciate them. Appreciate your clients, appreciate them. And what I mean appreciation is not the regular way, right? It's not the regular way, because I'm someone that I like to see myself as a very good planner, especially in some things. Let's say I want to get a gift for someone. I get the best kind of gifts. It might be small, right? It might be very, very small, but the thoughts that goes in behind it, how it is done and everything, the person must be blown away. Okay. So how do you appreciate your clients? How do you appreciate it? Some of you make design, you make a design, put their picture. That's basic. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. How do you do that? How do you appreciate your clients? You know, I just told some persons during the customer week that just passed last month. Or was it this month? Okay, it's last month. How many of you here? Let me do show a show of hand. How many of you? It's not even necessarily hold on, I'm coming. How many of you here reached out to your clients during the customer week? How many of you reached out to your clients? Let me in the chat box, show of hand. Just indicates how many of you here last week during the last month during the customer week. It was a whole month. It was a 1 week customer week. MTN, OP, banks, all of them we are calling. We are sending messages. How many of you here reached out to your clients? People that you have ever worked with, not even constant client, people that you have ever worked with. How many of you? Show of hands. I'm still waiting. That was like an international customer week. It was happening all over the world. You know, you get emails and everything. Everybody was just reaching out. Did you reach out or just GIO say you okay? All right, see? So nobody here did that. Nobody here. Then he said, I know get customer week. Jasper said, okay. GIO said, I just one client. Okay, you reached out to one. But like you say, you didn't even know that there was a customer week. Okay. Okay. Esther said, I thought customer week was only for big brands. Nice. Well, Esther, you're not alone in that thought. So many people thought so too. Monachi, how many persons are here? How many persons are here currently? So that I can weigh the responses I'm getting.
Okay, so we currently have 32 streaming live.
Okay. So out of the 32 persons, none of them reached out. Only one person reached out to a client. Only one person. Jesus healed 10 persons. One person came back. And the person that came back, he now made him whole. Other people just got healing. They didn't got wholeness. They didn't receive the wholesomeness of the healing. The person that came back and appreciated. That's the person that got wholesomeness. So when I drop this to my students, my people on WhatsApp, so most of them were like, "Hey, Zona, why are you coming for us? I thought we are not big brands yet." Yeah, that's it. You're not big brands yet. That is how you see yourself. That is how you see yourself. You're not big brands yet. Okay, and that is why people that have, giving you as little as even 1K, you didn't reach out to them. You didn't reach out to them. So, how do you appreciate your clients? Is it just the normal flyers? So I'm going to give out some tips now on how to appreciate people the unique way. I like to do what is unique. I'm not a fan of doing what is generic. I just don't know. It has not been in me right from time. Even in my clothes, in my kind of, sense of vibe and everything. General things is not my thing. Okay, and it boils down to even basic things. Because just for correction, just to put it out there, customer week is customer week. Even if you are selling paper in the market, it means customer week. It's not just for Coca-Cola. It's not just for Airtel. It's not just for Apple. Even if you are selling granules, it's a customer week. Okay, so these are the things you need to be. See, okay, let me just put this out here now. Let me put this out here. As a designer, this will help you. Okay, this will help you as a designer. So you guys should Monachi, it's just because of the person that reached out to me. You guys should be paying for this class. You guys should be paying for this class. So what you'll be doing is every month, right? So every month, open up the calendar in the international space. Open up the calendar. Search for activities or holidays in that month. You're going to see it. So you see, today is International Friendship Day. Today is International Men's Day. Today is International Customer Weeks Day. Today is World whatever day, anything. All right, just anything. You're going to see it there, lined up, created by UN and the rest and the rest. So that will help you to even put yourself out there. Most of people don't forget that. Don't remember about this, right? You do it for your brand, and you also help people that you are managing their brand for. Remind them, oh, this today is this. Let's do a design for that. All right. So you do that. It helps you to even build portfolio. It helps you to even put your name out there. As you do it, you go and use the hashtags of those things and sell yourself. Use the hashtags of those things and sell yourself. So beforehand, you know that okay, to this day is International Day for this. You have that already figured out. Make plans for the design for it. Okay, so that's that. So let me give out on the tips on how to appreciate people in a unique way. Time is always fast spent. I have not even taken questions. Wow, and I am not done with my Okay. Right. So first of all, research on them, research on your clients. Research on your clients. Don't just know their names and their company and probably where they live or anything. Research on their clients. Research on your clients. Go to their Facebook address, go to their Instagram address, get to know their birthdays, get to know the club that they support, get to know, see if you can see favorite things about them. Maybe what they talk about, a book they talk about, or things, these are the things that will help you to appreciate them. Let's say now I'm your client, Bridget, and you come to my Facebook page. I'm not really a Facebook person, but let's say you come to my Facebook page and you see that I talk about Man U and everything, or maybe you come now and you see that I talk about a particular book or anything or something, or maybe just anything that is there, general. You can use that for my design. You can if it is within your ability, you can get me that. Let's just say the person is a high paying client, right? And you see that he's a Man U fan or Arsenal fan or Chelsea fan, and you can afford to get him a good jersey, not recently the one you order from the club. The good ones, average ones, those ones that you get here that are not fake ones, but they are not like original from the company, but they are there in the middle, right? You can get it for them, brand their names behind it, package it and send it to them. These are ways to take yourself from here to there in the minds of these people. Because what happens now is a thoughtfulness behind that gift. Is thoughtfulness behind the reach out. You can go, I say fake original. You can go to their pages and find out their anniversaries, find out their children's birthday. Things that doesn't even get to them personally. That's the thing. Things that don't even get them to them personally. You can find out their wife's birthday, their anniversary, their children's birthday, right? Their mother's birthday. And during that time, you go and dig for pictures of those people in their profile, celebrate them, they make a design and send to them. Trust me, it's going to put a smile on their face. Like, see those little things that people will see and we're like, oh, wow, thank you so much. The thoughtfulness of it. My birthday just passed and a very good friend of mine sent me a frame. And guess what is in that frame? When I received the package, I thought, oh, she did a picture for me. I was like, oh, nice. But to my shock, to my surprise, when I opened the frame, it wasn't my picture. It wasn't even any picture. Guess what? It was my status that she framed. She got an artist to write that out and framed it for me. And I was just looking at it. I was like, wow. That's I was blown away by the love, the thoughts, the you know, and it wasn't like really massive frame, anything, but it was beautiful. It is beautiful. All right, it is beautiful. And something like that counts. Something like that really, really counts. It sets you out from the ordinary. It sets you out from the ordinary. So that's the let's proceed. I'm taking much time in this. So next point is to get to know things. Okay, still on that. Then the next point is follow up. Okay, I'll be running off now. Follow up. Some of you don't follow up. Most of you don't follow up. You don't follow up at all. Like you just do something. Like, I think I'm going to teach how to use WhatsApp again. I think I'm going to do that. How to use WhatsApp. Some of you, what you just do is you just rush and get WhatsApp business. You download the WhatsApp business, go to the catalogs and put your designs, put price, and that is it. My friend, go and sit down. Go and need to learn how to use WhatsApp business. The reason why it's WhatsApp business is because there are features in it that helps you to do follow-up, that helps you to do that helps you to upsell to people, that helps you to know. If you come to my WhatsApp, I use every bit of it. I don't even use the gallery stuff, and I don't use the generic one, because what people use is the gallery and the auto response messages, which is a turn off for me. And I always advise people, stop using auto response. It's a turn off. It makes sales mechanical. It's telling me that you don't have time for me. It's telling me that you can't come and respond to me. So a robot has to respond to me, and it doesn't make sense. No matter how busy I am, I respond to emails. I use labels. Labels I use for follow-up. I use labels. I use brokers list. Most of you here that are on my WhatsApp, right? You receive my brokers every week. It's brokers list, and from brokers list, I transfer people that I'm selling to labels and everything. In my labels, that's where I create my follow-up, my funnels, and every single thing. It's intentionality of it. You have to cool down and learn this and learn and start using them. Okay, it's not rocket science. It's there. It's simple. Okay, all right. So learn how to do follow-up. I reached out to someone last year. I reached out to the person in 2019. I reached out to him in 2019. He is one of my WhatsApp contacts. He does brand these customized stuff, pillows, mug, and the rest. So a friend of mine wanted to gift her something during her birthday, and when the birthday came, I totally forgot. So I used to see his status, and I was like, okay, I like what this guy is doing. At least he's very consistent. I said, remind me so date next year. That was 2020. Remind me, I will have to make a gift for a friend. Guess what? 2020 reached. At that same month, this guy reached out to me, referencing that same chart. I was blown away. I was like, wow, what happened? This guy for him to be able to do that, he must have added it in his reminder and set a date, an alarm, and a time. But what happened was that before he could reach out to me, I've already made other plans, and I was like, okay, next time I'll do this. And I have it on standby for any other thing I want to customize and give to people. How many of you, someone says, okay, I'll buy later. How many of you goes and label the person or have the person on calendar or reminder? How many of you does that? How many person buys from you and you upsell the person by not just telling the person new products, but by reaching out to the person, knowing what happens? I have a ton of repeated client students on my list. Why? Because when they buy the first one, I reach out to them. I want to know how is it going? How is it going? How is it going? Someone paid for my course last year, or is it early this? She said that she mentioned so many top people here in Nigeria. She has never taken a course, and Someone is trying to know whether she's getting value from the calls. Someone is insisting that she takes action. You're like, who does that? Right? And that is where care comes in again. That is where empathy comes in. It's not just the money. It's not just the money. All right. So learn to follow up. Learn to follow up. Someone tells you, I'll get back to you. Fine. Follow up with the person. Follow up with value. Don't follow up with price. Follow up with value. Okay. And now I'm talking about value and following up. Let me just drop this before. Oh, time. Whoa. I think I've exhausted my time. I'm supposed to stop at 9:55, and I still have just one more thing to say. Wow.
So you can go ahead, please.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, please. We're learning the notes.
I didn't plan to stay. The plan was just to be here 20 minutes and go and rest. Because the plan was just be here 20 or 30 minutes max, 35 minutes, and take questions and I go and rest. Like I've been standing since morning, I've been going around, it's fine. It's okay. All right, so
Thank you very much, sir.
Like I was telling you about follow up with value, right? Follow up with value, not price. So what do I mean? Some of you are so quick to mention price. Some of you are so quick to mention price. They will be like, if he's buying, if he's buying, if he's paying, he's not paying, let him go. No. When someone gives me price and not value, I just see that person as this one doesn't know what they're doing. So how do you follow up with value? Follow up with value. First of all, tell the person what you can do, or what's your brand, or what's your product, or what your services can do for him or her. Right? Not just someone comes and say, okay, I need a logo. How much do you use to create a logo? Someone comes and said, how much do you use to create a logo? And I rush and say, drop invoice. Next thing you drop invoice, 50K, 100K. And you're not even discussed with the person. You don't even know what the person wants, what the person is into, what kind of logo, what's the person's color, what's the brand is about, what's the story behind the brand. You just rush and just mention price. For your mind now, you be celebrity, you be brand, make them run for you now. Is when you discuss value with this person, the person sees value, the person sees, oh, okay. In the process, someone, my designer showed me, I wanted him to do something for me, and he dropped a questionnaire for me. He dropped the questionnaire, and as I was going through the questionnaire, I was like, Oga, are you doing me interview or what? I say you should do a project. But as I wanted to, protest, I saw what he was doing, and I saw he learned very, very well. I was very, very impressed. I was like, okay, nice. So I took time, answered the questionnaire, took time, had a conversation with him and everything. Okay. And we didn't even, obviously, we no longer talk price. Just comes and give me this thing, and we do business. Right. So it's about value. So in the process of doing these things, that your clients will understand that this person is looking out for me. This person wants me to really do these things, to really come out nice and all. Right. So it's not just about the money. So like I said, follow up with value. Follow up with value. All right. Learn how to follow up on people based on requests, based on based on what they need. And sometimes you might not even follow up. Okay, let me teach you guys this. Sometimes you need to follow up not based on people's requests. All right. Sometimes you need to follow up based on what they need, what you know that they need, and not what they want, and not what they even know Sometimes they don't know that they need those things, right? So you come up with them and follow up with that. All right, let me give you an example. Sometimes my kind of person, I get ideas. I'm an idea person. I get things, and even today I pitched, supposed to have an idea pitch with tech giants here in Enugu. And sometimes you look at a company and say, okay, you guys are lacking this as a designer. Some of you are saying you don't even have clients. What are you doing? Yeah, you're looking online. How many persons, how many clients have you gone offline to go and look for? How many shops, how many schools, how many churches have you gone to follow up on with value? And you are even willing to do it without a pay, just for them to see the value you are bringing to the table. All of you are here online. You are searching for clients. Some of your clients are offline. That's by the way. Let me not drag you people this night. So now you see some SMEs, you see some startups, you see some companies and everything, and you follow them up with your value. Okay, so I can help you to do this, I can help you to do that. Here is what you need this my services for. Here is why you need this service. Here is how you can do better. Here is what the space is offering. Here is the thing that you are lacking, and I possess that, and I'm bringing it to you. Trust me, don't expect them to say yes or come over, come. I've been looking for you. Most of them might be resistant and everything. Please make sure they see. That's why I say follow up with value. You might follow up 10 persons now after this, and it's only 2 persons that eventually you land. But trust me, when you do good things, when you follow on all these strategies, those 2 persons might end up giving you 20. Then, lastly, I will conclude with this story. Some of you are focused on just the high-paying clients. You just want to get the high-paying clients. That's what. But you don't know that your high-paying clients are in your small-paying clients. Your high-paying clients are in your free-paying clients. When Miracle was designing for me for free, probably he might or might not know that most of his high-paying clients now we are linked to me. All right. So, okay, I don't think I have access to these chats. So, Monachi is Muifi, right?
Sir? Yes, sir.
Okay, so drop my WhatsApp number. I would have copied it.
Okay.
Copied the
Sir.
link. I would have copied the link. Drop here, but just drop my WhatsApp number, and so that someone is asking for it, you can connect. All right. So if you're connected, please your full name. Drop your full name. Please don't say hi. All right. Don't say hi. Don't say hello. Don't say sir. How was your night, sir? Good morning, sir. Good evening. No, all those things are not. Just drop me your full name. Introduce yourself while you're connecting, and I'll respond to you. Okay. Thank you. So, like I was saying, some of you here, you are busy chasing people that are there who obviously has their own people that does that for them, and you want to poach them, you want to poach them from their designers, for their customers, and you think they are going to listen to you. It will take only miracle for them to notice you. Rather, how some of them notices you is when you do things for those people that you think that they are not, they are not there, right? Those people that you think that they're not there will be the one to spread your news, and the people that are there will not get to know you. So, like I said, I'll be concluding with this story. Then I think one or two questions. Then we'll close. Um, so some years ago, I'm an entrepreneur. I've done businesses. I'm still doing businesses. So, um, before I entered school, so I learned barbing. Before then, I was doing car wash, right? So after my car wash, I realized that I was about to enter school, and I needed something more stable. I needed something more stable that I can do and more skill wise. So I learned how to barb. So after 1 month of learning, I opened my own shop, and I took the shop up on lease. I started the business. So when I started, the environment that I started in was a very competitive environment, very, very competitive. So, because there are already existing salons around, about four of them, just around, you know, and when it comes to barbing, one thing you need to learn about barbing, one thing you need to learn about haircuts is it's like religion. It's like religion. You don't necessarily go to people just all of a sudden. Don't necessarily go to people all of a sudden and you want to. I recently relocated, you know, and where I relocated to is so far from where my barber is, but I still go there. All right, I still go there. Who said you should never design for free? Wow, my dear, anything you are doing, and you call passion, and you are not willing to, to lay it out there. You're not willing to sacrifice. You're not willing to do it for a couple of months or even years without getting your necessary desired satisfaction. My dear, don't go there. Don't go there, because what to sustain you in your moment of drought, what to sustain you in your wilderness moment is that thing, is that passion, is that drive. All right, is that drive. So if the drive is not there, if the drive is not there, you can't do it. Okay. So back to my story. Um, so I was saying barbing is like religion, right? So it is very difficult for people to just leave their barbers, right? That has been with them for years. Some of them have been barbing with them for when they were young guys, they got married, they are still living in the same area, they are still barbing with them, and you expect them to leave them and come to a young boy, very young. I was younger then. I didn't even have beards then. So a young boy that just came and opened the shop and painted it, and you expect them to come to your shop. Here is what happened. So because of the other guys, the professional in quotes that has been there, the OGs that have been there around, most of them don't like to barb children, don't like to barb kids, because they are very, very, it's very, very taxing to barb kids. You have to hold them, you have to pet them, you have to, you might end. It's tiring, it's stressful. That's where caring comes in again. That's where empathy comes in again. Most of them don't have empathy for those children. So the parents, the fathers, right, or the other ones will come to barb, and they will now have to send them to my own salon. So you might imagine that concept. You're barbing in another salon, and your child is barbing in another salon. So, and I didn't complain. I was very, very happy to welcome them. I was very, very happy to welcome them. So what happened is that I came in there with a new vibe, but nobody will know your vibe except nobody tests it. So if you come into a new environment and you have the best tool, you have the best machine, you have everything, but nobody's coming, no client is coming to testify and give that word of mouth, you're just there. I have a podcast, one of my series. I said the fig tree mentality. That's what some people do. They paint the whole place, they do everything, they furnish, they do branding, but they don't have the content. They don't have content. They don't have to. That's time. So now, wow, 9 after 10. So what happened is that I entertain those children, right? So as they come, I barb there. You know, children, they rarely respect them when it comes to salon, when it comes to barbing salon. They rarely respect children. Once we come, they just barb you mala or barb you skin punk, just barb you normal, and just the basic lamest style, and just you are gone. That's it. So, but when they come, I listen to them. Hey, brother, you know, barb me this time. I said, okay. But I will do that with discretion because I know that if I give them exactly what they want, their parents will tell them back. So I use discretion on them. So I listen to them. Yeah, Malu. I listen to them. I pet them. And guess what? After doing that, I treat them well, clean their hair, spray them oil sheen and everything, wash their hair, wipe it with towel. And they're happy. And as they are standing up, they are going, they are rejoicing, they are holding themselves in the mirror, they are going outside, they are shouting, telling their friends, brother, no, what I miss spirit. For people that are not understanding Igbo, you know, the brother over there barbed her or him and sprayed their hair and washed their hair, and they are blown away. So what happens is that few weeks me staying there, kids were coming and I wasn't complaining. Their money was small, right? Their money was small, but I wasn't complaining. I was grateful that they were coming. So kids kept on coming, kids kept on going. Teenagers now started coming. So what happens is that then all of a sudden, I think the second month or the third month, and I started seeing elderly men coming in drones, coming. So what happens that I was wondering, because I'm someone that likes to, I'm observant, I like to know the cause and effect. So I would like to know what happened. So one day, one of them came, and it was the daughter that brought him. And the man said, after barbing him, the man said, wow, nice, your service is good. I like it. It was my daughter that said, I must come here and barb. You see that? You see what happened? So the non-paying clients that I had, or even the little paying client that I have, started doing word of mouth referrals and started doing marketing for me and started taking the stress of bringing me high-paying clients. And obviously, the high-paying clients have no other reason, because I'm still going to get to that. When they came, they saw and they appreciated what they saw. They liked what they see. They liked what they saw, right? And it wasn't just because they talked about it. They came and saw that, oh, this is true. And guess what happened? They start making me now their barber. And it's not to brag, but you know, I like to be very, very good in whatever I do. So people will come to my salon and they feel so comfortable. I barb them. So one of them fall asleep as I barb. I would just be the one carrying their head, and it ranges from the kind of music my barbering salon wasn't rowdy. I play good music, have a good environment, I make sure things are kept well. All right. So this is a story I want to use to teach you guys. I hope you learn from this thing, because some of you are so obsessed with poaching people that already have where they are planted in, rather than using the little ones you have to grow yourself in the industry. You are growing. You don't blow. You grow in the industry. As a creative, you are meant to grow, not to blow. As a creative, you are meant to grow. So, in conclusion, I wanted to point this thing out. Now, they came by referrals, but they stayed by content. Some of persons that will be referred to you will come by referral, but the reason they are not staying, the reason that you are not retaining them, is because there is no content. There is no the content that they wanted. There was no room for that improvement, so they just came and you were only able to sell to them once. And once they did that, they will okay, and they left. Okay, and that was it. Referrals will attract, but what retains is the content that you provide. If it is not value packed, if it's not top notch, you can only sell to them once. You can't retain them. That's why I say my emphasis here is on retaining them. retaining them. And these things that I pointed out now, these steps that I pointed out now will help you to get them and retain them. All right. So guys, this is where I stopped. Trust me, I didn't plan to stay this long. Like I would say, I didn't plan. I just don't know. Maybe the energy of my TEDx event that went out successfully well maybe rubbed off on you guys. You guys are lucky. And so questions. Like take one of
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. I really, really appreciate. So, guys, can we get your questions, please? Can we get your questions? Your questions, please. Just two questions. Okay, we're not seeing any yet. Okay,
All right.
seems they already understood everything.
Okay, that's nice.
Guys, questions? Any questions? All right.
But if there is no question, that means there is no critical thinker here. That means you guys are creative, you guys are designers, you guys are creative, you guys are not critical thinkers. Telling me you don't have a question.
Sir, can I ask a question from my own side?
Don't just come up with any question because I said this. Don't just come up with
No.
any gibberish stuff.
Okay, no problem. Then let me get my question.
Actually, I'm not a designer. I do more of the conceptual design than the actual design. All right, so I'm not a designer.
All right, that question has been answered.
Uh,
Sir, please, but I'm just curious.
okay.
Those clients of yours, after you had built so much in relationship with them, after you have nurtured that relationship, when you were leaving the industry, how did you communicate that to them? Like, did you just leave without telling them?
No. Some of them didn't take it lightly. All right.
How?
Some didn't take it. Some didn't. Some were like, how? Why? How? You know. But then it's move, it's growth, it's change. That's the only thing that is constant, right? That's the only thing that is constant because I know that I wasn't going to do it for so long. As at the moment I started, I know this was temporary. This was just for me to sustain myself. Some of us that saw ourselves through school up to 80%, 90% of it. So you know that you needed things to put in place, and my school was an expensive state school, so you needed things to sustain yourself. Go to school every day and feed yourself, buy things that you need to get, and the rest and the rest. So I knew that this was for me to sustain myself during the time that I will be going to school. And if I'm coming back to it again, it will not be me putting people there and not necessarily being there. All right, because I need something that I can clone myself in, not something that I must be there. Oh, no, come on, how much? You don't always have to be there 24 hours for you to aim. Doesn't make sense. I think there is a question here. Okay, says, how can I create a design from others? Go and learn how to grow brilliance. Go and learn how to grow brilliance. Kelvin. Okay, one more thing I appreciate a lot. It's good for my growth. Okay, all right. Just go ahead and ask your question, Esther. Don't say you have a question. Just go ahead and ask your question. No. You don't. Obiajolo says when you come into a new environment with a new vibe, is it that we change our personality? No. That's what I'm saying. There has to be room for improvement. People are coming. People are there. People are babbing there for years, right? They just do the basic. I came in. I brought in innovation. I brought in things. I brought in styles to not necessarily style of babbing, but style of servicing this process. Style of servicing the process. All right. So I'm not not necessarily a new style of barbing. It was just the service. It was just to maintain a customer relationship. All right. So that's just it. You don't need to change your personality. So what drives innovation? What is innovation? What is innovation? Innovation is about seeing what exists, seeing the shortcomings, and bringing out things to counter that. And that's innovation. That is nothing else. All right. So if you come into a space, see, okay, what are people doing? How are they doing it? Another thing, yes. Another thing, very oh my goodness. Okay. Uh oh. Okay. GIO project says people tend to shut them out before even knowing. Yeah, that's true. That happens. That's why I said be ready for rejection. Today one of our speakers says that no, Chi Girl actually. Chi Girl is one of our speakers. Some of you might know Chi Girl, the singer and the comedian. She said that no means next opportunity. All right. So when people shut you out, you respond with value. Don't respond with a counter offer. Don't respond with more offers. Respond with value. When they say I'll get back to you, have their contacts. Let them see your status. Let them see what you are capable of. Let them see what you can offer. Trust me, when next you come with that offer again, they might say no, come with it again after you have seen value. Once they view your status 1 or 2 times and you come again, trust me, there will be a different story. So when an offer is rejected, don't come with a counter offer or a lower price or anything. Come with value. Come with value. Come with value. Okay. Obiajulu says there are some clients you just have to say the price straight because of how they will price you. What's your advice on it since you are big in value first than price? All right. Brand doesn't sell to everybody. If you're a brand, you must learn how to leave money on the table. You won't sell to everybody. You won't. All right. So, and one of the things that helps you in getting and retaining high-paying customers, also for you to know your clients, know your brands, know your clients, know your clients. Who are your clients? So those people that doesn't worth your energy, still treat them well because they might have access. They might have access to your high-paying clients. My sister, my immediate elder sister, is she's into physical products, right? So she said we are traveling one day, and she was sharing a story. She said someone just started her up. It was, these high people. Just say hello. Like she responded, say good afternoon, good afternoon. The person not saying anything. Came the next day, the same thing. She wanted to just block the person. It was like, okay, let me just listen. And the person went on, okay, someone gave me your contact. I want to buy soap and this. She said, okay, which one do you want? She told her, I said, okay, I'll get back to you. When she now said, I'll get back to you, she wanted to like, I wasted all my energy and I will get back to you. She wanted to block she was saying, okay, let me just. She came back again and I started asking questions. This one. She was just, now let me just answer. And after that, she was like, okay, drop your account number. She dropped account number. Bam, girl transferred. Pay. And today, the girl is one of our high-paying customers. So sometimes we generalize, in our generalization, we make mistakes. We lose out on opportunities, right? Sometimes in our generalization, we lose out on opportunities. So be open. That's where I say that's where empathy comes in again. That's where care comes in again. All right, that's where empathy comes in again. So as a brand, like I said, you won't sell to everybody. So you see people that they are not your brand, just quietly exit. Quietly exit. You won't sell to everybody. My question is, as a designer, we have different different definition of high paying client. How I charge my price, how I how I change my price for my high paying clients. I think you're wanting to Esther, I think your question is how can I change my plans? Okay. Okay, you said how do I handle changing price for high paying customers? Like I said, price is relative. Pricing is relative. Value is constant. So price is dependent on the value that the payee or yeah is seeing and the value that you yourself place in it. Some of you here are seeing NFTs. You see a nonsense drawing, call it nonsense, right? But he's selling for 50,000 Ethereum, selling for 10,000 Ethereum. You see a nonsense this is they were selling it for 10 Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin, 100 BNB. Why? Price is relative, value is constant. So it's the value that the person places on it, and you yourself, you don't come and see the same value in nothing, you pay. It's very simple. It's pay. So you charge according to the value you're placing on a thing, on your work, and the value you expect or you have invoked on your clients to see. So can there be too much customer relationship? This is because I have experienced clients who no longer want to pay your worth because you have built a relationship with them. Those are people that have not. That's why I said you have to become a brand. For someone like me, because I understand, no matter how friendly you are, people do so. Our company designer, right? Our company designer does something for me, and I'll call him and say, please send me a account number. I'll transfer money. Because I value that is his time, that is his effort. Even though he does it for me, we're like, let me help my boss do this thing. But I'll appreciate him. I'll appreciate him. I'll appreciate him. Right? I'll appreciate him. So you need to understand. You need to understand how um you know how to place, and also people to avoid. There's some people that don't want to just rubbish you. Next thing they are bringing emotional blackmail. You should know that. That's why I say brands don't sell to everybody. Right? Say answer your. Akolode said answer my question. Well, what's your question? One more thing. I appreciate a lot. It's good. What's your question? The
So he's
only
trying.
comment I've been seeing from here, Benjamin, is one more thing I appreciate a lot. Is it good for my growth? Okay, you appreciate a lot. Okay, now.
He replicates.
Okay. You say you appreciate a lot. Depends on how it's coming off. Depends on how it's coming off. Um, when you if you say you appreciate a lot, does it mean that you how would I put it now? You you overgive credit for when it is due or something. All right. But for me, appreciation cannot really be too much. Right? Appreciate people and move on. Appreciate people and move on. There are some things you think you are indebted to people, you're not indebted to them. Appreciate they are there. God brought them in your life at that time to serve a purpose. Then appreciate them, move on, and respect them. Respect them. Respect them. Respect them. Don't take them for granted. Don't take them for granted. Okay. So
So what he was trying to say is replicate, like to replicate design. Sorry to cut you short.
okay.
Like to replicate designs. You know, when you're trying to copy another person's design, the art of borrowing brilliance.
Sorry. I think my eyes
Yes.
closed. So sorry. I'm answering something entirely wrongly. Sorry. One more thing. I repeat a lot. There is no idea that is original. Okay, there is no idea that is original. Yet, nonetheless, that doesn't mean you should steal. That doesn't mean you should steal. That doesn't mean you should copy without copyright. That doesn't mean you should copy wrongly. So, in Art of Borrowing Brilliance, I taught people how to copy without stealing, or how to steal without copying. So, let me give you an example. The Empire State, after this research about it, Empire State Building in New York, it came as a competition for the designer. So the person that built the house, a client, another person was also doing another building. So he wanted something outstanding, something so different. And the designer was there thinking all through, he was looking at people's design, doing so many things. He was like, how can I get an awesome, totally different design that is used from what he used to know before? So as he was doing that thing, he looked at his pencil, his HB pencil, and that was the light bulb moment. As he looked at his pencil, he found out that he brought out the pencil and looked at it. I imagine a building as that pencil. So if you go and look at the Empire State Building now, it's like a pencil, and it has a pointed, like an antenna on it, has a pointed tip that they use an antenna and made the pointed tip. That is to if you see, it's kind of a pencil square. I don't know the angular shape of a pencil. I don't know the terminology to call it. So, but if you look at it, so what did that guy do? He borrowed brilliance, not from a neighboring not from a familiar industry, but a far familiar industry. So he will never be caught on the ground of prejudice, on the ground of pirating, right? Rather, he's celebrated for ingenuity and for being a genius. Everything you see today is copied. But what happens is, what's the difference between innovation, genius copying, and people that steal or copy people's work? With that, some people borrow from outside their environment. Other people just laziness, just borrow. Hey, you wrote everything, my name, and put full stop. That's just the thing. All right. So that's just the thing. So, I hope I answered your question. So please, how do I check up on my clients without them feeling like I'm bugging them? Beautiful. Like I said, make it, be curious about it. Check on their checking up with not just calling them on phone or testing them. View their status. You can learn a lot from people's status. You can learn a lot. View their status. Go on YouTube. Go on their social media handles, Instagram, Facebook. See what they're up to. Look at them, see things, and from there, things you can, like I was saying about appreciation, you can appreciate them from there, and maybe ask them about their projects and everything. Oh, I see that you're working on this project. How is it going and everything? And that's just it. That's just about the checkup you need. Okay. Steven said thank you for coming. Should one continue to give a free offer just to get access? As a newbie, client wants to know you have something different. Okay. This comes in two ways. You know, people will always have this. I don't like to give people formula, because people are different, situations are different, opportunities are different. You might finish learning designing now. You might finish learning any form of design, UX, UI, illustration, whatever, graphics, whatever. You might finish learning it now, and you land a job that pays you. Another person might finish learning it, and the person needs to, put themselves out there, continue selling their soul dolls to their blog, to their noon. to people call on them. Others might come up and their and grace is upon them, and so you know they're just there, right? They're working and they're improving. They're even learning on the job more. Okay, but trust me, putting your name out there, putting yourself out there can never go wrong. But let me answer your question in a more strategic way, in a more, yeah, in a more profitable way, in a more profitable way, than Joseph. For all of you here who are, um, okay, now I'm seeing you people are pointing out the replicate. Don't mind me, sorry, I don't know what covered my eye. I was just saying appreciate. Okay, so for all of you here who wants to do free design, okay, so let me do this thing. You want to help people, you want to do, your friend is doing this one, you want to do free design, your friend is into say, be strategic with your free designing. I'm not saying you should not put your name out there or you should not become manipulative. No, be strategic. Even the Bible says, be as wise as the serpents. Okay, so be strategic. Target people that you know that have your kind of audience. All right, reach out to people that have your kind of audience and offer value. Offer value. Offer value. And with the hope that they will reciprocate by word of mouth. All right, offer value. All right, so that will help you. That will help you. That will help people know you. That will help people see you. Don't just go and be pouring water. Don't just go and be pouring your resources. Don't go and be pouring your energy in people that maybe someone that number one doesn't appreciate, and number two doesn't really have the kind of people you are looking for. And sometimes you see the kind of person that are looking for. Those people that will say, "Do it for me now. I'll pay you with exposure." That word has been bastardized. Watch them. Watch them. Watch some people very, very closely, because people that actually pay you with exposure won't tell you that they will pay you with exposure. Okay, so you should learn. You should learn to cast your net where the fishes are. You should learn to cast your net when the fishes are. All right. Combine ideas from yours. It's good. Just listen. Okay. It's not good to replicate if you don't replicate. Okay. Okay. I believe that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We need to have an awesome time. Oh, to 11. Wow.
Thank you very, very much for your time, sir. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So much. I'm really grateful, sir. I really learned a lot from you over the year. Is it year or years? I don't even know how to put it, but you've been a blessing to my life. Sir, did you hear me?
I think it was last. I think you connected last year during COVID, right?
Yes, I connected last year during COVID with Bridget. Yes, we did. Thank you very, very much, sir. Really appreciate it.
One more thing. I've not really. You guys are. It was nice having you here. I've not really had time for classes or personal one-on-one or mentoring and everything. I've not really had time for it. I love to do that, but I don't have time currently. So I have a material, I have a resources, I have a resource on sales. That's kind of my area of specialty. So, and it's very cheap. I think it's one of the cheapest sales book that you get out there. It is soft copy, and it's one of the most endowed. It takes you from the aspect of have any of you, Monachi, you have the book, right? Do any of you, any of the audience, Bridget, you have the book?
What book is that, sir? Sell Yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have it. Yeah, I do. I do have it. That I was actually speaking about the course before you came in. It was a lovely book, I must say. Very, very lovely.
So I increased the price to 5K. But for the purpose of this class, so if people wants to buy the class the book, let me tell you before now, so that you don't say that Zona came out. The book is not big, oh, it's not voluminous. The book is I've forgotten, but I think the last time I edited it, I think it wasn't up to it wasn't up to 50 pages. Yeah, it wasn't up to 40 pages. But to me, I believe it's a practical step of getting you of how to start, build an audience, get the kind of audience you want, and sell to them practically. There's no grammar, no long story, no. It's straight to the point, cut arches. So the book is 5K currently, and I'm actually is above 5K because the price is in dollars, right, on seller. So, but for the purpose of this class, I'm going to be putting out it out for 3K. So if people that wants to buy it here, you need the book for 3K. Just that's my number over there. You can connect with me through Bridget or Monachi here. And but let me tell you something. If you can't take action, don't buy the book. Don't waste your money. Trust me. If you can't take action in what the book says you should do, don't waste your money. Just keep the money. Use it and eat pizza tomorrow, or use it and do offering at church, or use it and buy a recharge card. Don't give it to me. But if you want to take action, I want to see results, I want to see your sales um, um, skill improve, right? Buy the book. Buy the book. So I think, let's say, is it after midnight? It goes back to 5K. Okay, let's just have it after tomorrow. It will be open to tomorrow. It will be open to tomorrow. And getting the book also gives you access to a kind of short mentoring program with me. It's just short. So you getting the book, you have access to read the book, ask me questions, personal questions. I used to run a community behind it, but now there's no time. So you get the book. Once you read it, you now personalize. You have one-on-one question. I can even have a call with you and discuss better your challenges and everything, and any other business that you are into aside from maybe design and the rest. And that's just it. So I believe that is that. Then on the borrowing brilliance, hmm, okay, here's what happened. So the resources on borrowing brilliance, that alone is massive. That alone, thank you, I won't give it to you. But the funny thing is that I'm not selling that. I just documented it and kept. I'm not selling it. But I don't know what Bridget and Monashi did to me this night. First of all, I've exceeded my time. Second of all, I've poured out like more than. But then here's another offer. I'm going to be giving you the copy of the class Borrowing Brilliance alongside the Sell Yourself ebook if you are paying for it between now and tomorrow evening. So that's the best I can do. This is my birthday, post birthday gift for you guys. So Monachi,
Yes,
thank you.
sir. Thank you very, very much for having us here. So, guys, that's actually one of the best courses I've actually gotten in my lifetime online. I don't know if you're getting it. It's very, very, very affordable. Very, very affordable. Trust me. And for those of you that are interested, you can contact him directly. We're also going to be buying for two people. You understand? So we're going to be getting for two people who would send in the names of those who are getting the books for, will tell you what you're going to do in order for you to get that book. Sincerely speaking, it's a gift from both Sazona and the Modify team to you guys, right? That's actually a wonderful gift. Come back and give testimonies. You understand what I'm trying to say? Come back and give testimony. I'm a living testimony. You understand? Me standing here, I'm a living. That's what I started with. If I want to be honest with you. You understand what
That,
I'm trying to say? So
that's so kind of you to sponsor. You're doing this thing for free and then you're also sponsoring. I remember when actually I I sent you out in the first class.
yes, he did.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I remember. I sent
yeah,
yeah, you
yes,
you
yes.
your
I
head
was,
was not
I was,
moving that
I was spamming.
your head was not moving that time. Your head
I was learning. I was
all right
learning,
guys.
sir.
I believe we are done, right?
Yes, sir. We are done. Thank you very, very much, sir, for your time.
Okay.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Who is breaking both camps? What a problem. So thank you guys. Thank you. And I want to say something before I leave. I can't leave here without sharing this thing. You are creative, right? And this one is not something that is written. I didn't even plan. As I was about to leave now, the Holy Spirit just reminded me. I was like, oh, because I was supposed to pray before I start. I didn't pray. And as a creative, you can learn this skill, right? You can learn this skill. Like I told someone here, I'm not a designer. I can't pick up a mouse now and start designing. But trust me, if I want to do it, 1 month is too much. Really, what I know, 1 month is too much. I'll start designing. It might not be perfect, but I know I will do something. I will put it out there, and you'll be wowed, right? This thing can be learned. Everybody can learn it. Even my mother, I can teach my mother. She can learn it. But what some of you lack, what is depriving high-paying client from some of you that nobody will tell you? It's not about how much you present yourself. It's not about how much you package yourself. It's about your attitude. What's your character? What's your character? You that is listening to me now, what's your character? What's your attitude? Are you standing by your word as a designer, as a creative? It pisses people off. It's very annoying. In this time and age, people are working online. People are depending on delivery. Can you deliver? Can you stand by your word and say, sir, I will deliver this project to you in 2 weeks' time, and in 2 weeks' time you deliver? And if for any single reason you communicate ahead. We once had a very awesome developer, very awesome guy, very awesome guy. He has worked with Google, he has worked with so many projects. So, but he has a bad attitude. One day I was discussing with my brother, and I said to him, we are going over an idea. I said to him, so maybe we'll get Favor to design this thing. I mentioned his name. Sorry. So maybe we'll get this guy to design this project. He said, over his dead body, he would rather get a teenager, a kindergarten person, and teach the person design, and the person will then become our lead designer. Attitude is very, very important. Everybody can learn those hard skills, but is this soft skill, character, communication, attitude, character, communication, understanding, emotional intelligence? These things can't be bought. These things can't be taught. You build it, you grow it. You have to learn it. You have to learn them. Like I said here, I chased out Miracle, Monachi in the first class. He already paid. I told him, see, you don't do that here. You don't come to my class and you're spamming people. You have not even learned why you are there. All right. So you need to learn attitude. You need to learn communication. I communicate a lot. I listen a lot. I understand people a lot. Right. So you need to learn this thing. A client is talking, you are talking. A client is telling you do this. Say, what do you know? Don't teach me my job. Learn to listen. Learn to listen. Some of you want to be heard so much that you don't even hear others. Learn to listen. Learn to communicate better. If anything happens, don't come early in the morning of the deadline and start telling the person my laptop has an issue. No. Communicate alongside. Anything that is happening, bring the person along. So, okay, this is what is happening now. This is what is happening now. There might be a delay. Please, I'm so sorry. That is what they call offering the mafia offer. How to develop a mafia? Oh, that's something. Guy, there's what they call a mafia offer. A mafia offer is not necessarily the best offer. It's just that you package your offer in such a way that your competitors cannot match you. And even if when they want to match you, they either suffer doing that or they lose or they deliver at loss. My tailor, my designer is so good that I can call him now and say, okay, Frank, I need to wear this clothes to church on Sunday. Take money, make it for me. And I'm doing this thing on a Friday. And on Saturday night, my clothes are ready. And I'm wearing it to church on Sunday morning. But some of you now, someone will call you. They will drag the clothes for 2 weeks before you now start sewing it. It's with this guy that I understand that tailors are just necessarily they are just being lazy with work. Why would the project stay with you for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month? You are sewing a single cloth. Why? All right. Learn attitude. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to communicate with people. Learn how to say you are sorry. Learn how to accept responsibility. These things will take you far than all these things I have told you. These things that you're just saying will take you far than all these things all these strategies I've given you. Another thing, cultivate good spirits. Cultivate the spirit of God. Some of us young person, we are always carried away with vibes. I'm intelligent. I know this. As you are carrying fire for design, carry fire for God. Some of you are struggling with design because you don't understand that sales are built in the back end before it's brought out in the front end. Sales are built in the back end. How many of you designers pay your tithes? How many of you designers are accountable with your money, with the money you got from your design? How many of you invest in church projects? Even as a designer, your church people are still paying people to design for them. You're a designer in that church. So you learn this thing. Learn to be spiritual with your things, with your skill. I'm telling you, don't joke with that. Learn to be spiritual with your skill. Wake up, pray. The Bible said in the book of Kings, said, and God gave Bezalel the spirit to create. Said you give him the spirit that nobody can be able to match his craft. So you think that it's natural? No, it's not just about you sitting down and learning. Be spiritual with your skill. Be spiritual with your skill. That's when you stand among kings and not mere men. Your name will be mentioned in rooms that connect. You'll be there. People will be mentioning you. That guy. Just like probably you'll be there. People will be mentioning, let's call that guy. Hi, let's use that guy. Let's use that girl. I never knew anything about it. Someone what do you think brings you to people's mind? Not just because you are good, the others are good. It's your attitude. It's your approach. And these things are happening through favor, through grace, through anointing of God in your life. So, dear young persons, please stop trivializing. Especially some of us are creatives. You wake up, maybe you sleep late, you wake up, you don't even do devotion, you don't wake up immediately. Deadline, open your laptop. Come on. No. It's not done that way. It doesn't make sense. What if you wake up and see that your thumbs and your legs are not moving? What if? Then you now start shouting, Jesus, Jesus. Learn to be spiritual with your life, young persons. I'm telling you now, you that is listening to me and is looking at me now, be spiritual. Life is first spiritual before it is physical. Pray, commit, sow seeds. Commit your skills to God. There's nothing too impossible for him to do. Don't think that God is just in the aspect of prayer. No. It gives you the power to make wealth. It's not just it gives you power to make wealth. There is wealth, and wealth is hidden in your capacity that God has given to you. Okay, so all these things I talk now, it can go, but the major thing that will attract and sustain. Do you know that people patronize bad? Do you know that people get not so good products but has good quality, good customer service? Do you know that people stick
with good developers, good designers, good creators that has good stock customer service, good attitude, than they will do with someone that is very, very good, almost perfect, but has bad attitude, doesn't deliver. Yeah, that's true. Especially Nigerians. Nigerians will buy products that is not really that good, but they has awesome customer service. Then they will leave the person that is so, so good, but has shitty customer service. Why? Attitude, character. So develop these things. So guys, um I'm entering another whole new session. I'm entering another whole new session. So guys, please, like I said, the offer ends tomorrow. The offer ends tomorrow. So after tomorrow, it goes back to 5K. Unless I don't reject money. So if you want to bring 5K, so please don't worry, it's open. All right, just bring the money. Right, bring the money. So I'll enjoy. All right. So and I'll even like you to buy it when it's 5K and not when it's 3K. All right. So and that's it. Monachi, thank you, Bridget, and thank you guys for having me. So it's
Thank you very much, sir, for honoring our visits. I really, really appreciate. I really appreciate. So, all right, guys. I believe we've learned so much. So I would advise us to go on your status. Anything you learned, put it out there. You understand what I'm trying to say? Reach out to as many people as possible. Share whatever it is you are learning, right? Share whatever it is you're learning, as we have learned from Sazona today. I don't know if you're getting me. So, how many of us learned a lot? You can share it in the chat box. I'm willing to learn from you also, right? All right, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this evening. Do well to get that course this evening before tomorrow, because unless he said so. You understand? If you have spare 2K to laugh to spare, no problem. You understand? So thank you very much, Sazona. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir. All right. Good night. All right, sir. All right. Good night, everyone. Okay. Good night, everyone.